Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this word. Peace and blessings to Yaakov that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity. All right, we're back with you with another lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying. Like you say, we're finna see famine and woe here in Babylon the Great. This is what's coming into Babylon the Great. As we've been looking at and just basically being watchmen, we're seeing the things are getting greater as far as the money seem like it's depleting, so they're looking forward to going into more of the digital side of things, and we can see money is finna become obsolete, you know. And what is this finna bring forth? Like you say, the mark of the beast. That vaccine for COVID-19, they're gonna be pushing that out soon, and you're gonna have to be like in China. They're showing that you gotta have what was that blue? That's you gotta have some
green.
Yeah, the green.
That green is that green. They're gonna scan, and if you don't come up, if it don't come up green, then you know you're not gonna be able to enter, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to remember what it's a health code. That health code that's gonna be on those smartphones, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all your cell phones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they already implementing this stuff over in China, man. You know.
Hey,
So,
and one of the things that, like you say, with this is gonna limit people to going to the stores. And one reason that's gonna help because the food is being shorted. You got to think it's no food that's that's plentiful to go on these shelves. So when you start just going to the store, you're starting to see less and less things on the shelves. So this will help weed out some of the people, so everybody won't be going to them stores as well. You know, hey, this thing is up. It's the second shutdown is coming. Babylon the Great. This is the last leg. Once this leg is off, this is to get prepared for the kingdom of heaven. Like you said, you got to go through a lot of things because this famine is gonna hit, and it's gonna hit like the most Lord said, like how about Shemaiah Shai said, he's coming like a thief in the night. This is gonna be a thief in the night as well.
yep.
You got something to say?
Nah, we'll get into it.
Come on, let's jump right in.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. And it reads, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Hey, suddenly those sown places, so things that seem like you say these businesses, you know, so many businesses are still moving and going forward even after the first shutdown, but they were so depleted. So this second shutdown, you're gonna see more places that's not gonna be functioning as far as the businesses. You're gonna see people, since more and more people are out of jobs and they're not getting that influx of unemployment, and like they were doing the extra $600 or what have you. All that is gone. So what's this gonna? That's gonna make places unsown. You're gonna have people starting to uproar and get upset, and they're gonna start going against their government more than they're doing now. So these places where you think everything is smooth and going well, and I'm working. I had no problem here in America. I'm working. Hey, all that's gonna come to a halt because you ain't looking down the street where Mike, Bob, and all these other families are struggling. You know, getting evicted from their apartments and things like that. All this is coming down the pipe. If you don't have no money to support your family or keep a roof over your head, you probably most likely not gonna have any money for food. Okay. This finna unravel so fast, right before everyone's eyes. You know, and we're the prophets. We're out here to let you know. And how do we know it? It's through the scriptures.
Exactly. And those things that the priest is going into, you know, the loss of jobs, and you know, because the production of America is being shut down, man. You know, all these businesses, you know, all these major businesses are shutting down. So like the priest said, you know, there's not going to be any money, so how you gonna eat, man? You know what I'm saying? But can I bring this out real quick? This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. It reads, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, you know, because there's evil days approaching us, man. You know, you got Jake out here on some BS, man, on some folly, on a lot of nonsense that doesn't matter, man.
Right.
You know, they worried about things that's not important. You know what I'm saying? And they're not paying attention, and they're not listening, you know, to the prophets, man. You know, because they're hard-headed, stiff-necked people, man.
Right.
You know, we're out here, the prophets are out here blowing that trumpet, man, and warning the people and telling them these things are, like he said, this, like the priest said, that are coming down the pipe, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And that's definitely what you people are about to say, man. There ain't gonna be no pleasure. All of the mirth and you know, all of these basically the mirth of this place is being taken out of this place by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. And I want to jump down real quick to because it goes into verse 4. It says, as a matter of fact, let me go into verse 3. I'll start at verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, man. And that's talking about these elite, man. You know what I'm saying? They're getting scared as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they see the prophets out here. They see these prophecies coming to pass,
right.
you know, and this place is being shut down. It says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened, man. Because, you know, this place is being shut down, man.
Right.
The companies are closing. You know what I'm saying? They looking out the windows and don't have no answers, man. That's what it's going into the windows being darkened. They looking out here wondering what's going on, and they ain't got no answers, man. Yeah. You know, they ain't gonna have no answers because they don't want to listen to the men of the Lord, the prophets, man. You know, and I want to bring one more verse 4. You got something more?
Well, I would say, like it says, nothing new under the sun. All these things that's happening, you know, things like this happened before, but this is just gonna be on such a gigantic scale. Because, like I say, these storehouses, when they start shutting down, yeah, it's affecting the elites of what they're going to do. How they make money, how they make a lot of their money back is off war. So that's what's going to come down the pipe as well. War is help them to get their money back. Okay? So, yeah, they having issues, so they having trouble as well. Because the company closed down, so they can be like, let's go to war, but we can go ahead and get some money back. Right. And they're prepping for that now. All these war games and practices all these countries been doing for the last few years. Oh, they're ready. They're ready.
That's right. That's right. And verse 4, it says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, which is, you know, that's going into how when the birds are chirping, roosters are crowing, and people waking up. Sometimes that's their alarm clock. You know what I'm saying? Some people have alarm clocks. But some people actually wake up to the birds chirping and the roosters crowing, man. That's what it's going into. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And you can see that happening in the earth. This music is just garbage, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we're in these times of these prophecies. Ecclesiastes, King, of course, the preacher, King Solomon. Right. You know, this is his book right here. And of course, us in the know, we know that's Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? And he was the wisest king. And he was prophesying those things during these times, man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So we're in those times, man. And it's all these things are going to lead to a famine. You know, pestilence is coming, disease and war, man. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, World War III, Armageddon, man, which is going to destroy Esau, set up his kingdom, his society, and then we'll be going into the kingdom of heaven. That's right. We can't wait, man. You know what I'm saying? So.
Hey. And you mentioned like they gonna be brought low. Like look at these musicians now. What are they doing? They're on they're on the at home. Like we're doing that. We're at home and they're playing their music and everything. You know what I'm saying? They're not making a lot of money off that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All these actors. I can't think of this chick name. Dang, she was on TV. Some Ray. She said she was on a show called Insecure, and she was saying
Lisa Ray.
It's some Ray, I think. But she said she on the show Insecure, something like that. But she was saying, "Hey, what you doing? I ain't been doing nothing." She did a movie or two and her shows. She said now she's just at the house. You know, she was like a lot of celebrities just chilling right now because there ain't nothing to do.
Yep.
You know, they doing their own little videos. Hey, that letting you know the grinding is ceased and this place is getting brought low.
Yep.
Playing basketball in the bubble.
Right. Oh, my, yeah. Con. You know? So you want to go back to Second Ezra?
Yeah, good.
Back in Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
And that's what we're seeing. You know, I went into the store today. Now, you see things on the shelf, but what I was looking for, I couldn't find it.
Right.
I had this, another Jake, Iskarite. He was walking up and down looking for something. And he was like, yeah, I'm looking for some, he was looking for some bread or something. And they didn't have the bread. They didn't have what I was looking for. We were just asked out, but you can see some stuff there. But when you're walking around and just scanning the store, you got a lot of empty shelves.
Right.
You know? And I found out also, all these stores, they may have some stuff they probably need to stock, but they have had to let go of some employees due to help to keep their business afloat. So you got to think, this thing is going down. You're not gonna be able to heal Babylon. There's no way it's getting better.
Right.
So prepare for the worst, as they say. You know.
That's right. Kind of. Was it? You want to keep going?
What was that?
That was verse 22. Give us
Keep
going. Verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid.
And then, like you say, hey, we're blowing the trumpet to let you know to prepare for what's about to go down. Okay, because it's gonna be a trumpet that's gonna be blown when everybody's gonna be afraid.
Yep.
Okay, you gonna have Esau coming down with martial law. You know, then you can have war popping off, World War III. Then you're gonna have the chariots coming. All this is gonna come about. We're the voices to let you know, prepare yourself. You know, we're at the end. You know why I say, oh well, you got some time to prepare and prep. No, this is it. You know, like Michael Jackson said, this is it. It's no way, no how that America is finna be coming back and saying, okay, well, we got people saying that after 2020 over with, hey, new start. No, 2021. If we get to that without nothing erupting, then you're gonna see. I think 2021 is gonna be really the big change where, hey, you're gonna have to, get in where you fit, survival of the fittest. For the 2/3, for these heathen nations. Like I said, through the middle of the Lord, we have faith and believe that we will be covered and we'll be delivered in those times.
Right.
But it's going to be empty shells. It's going to be lack of food. You need water within 3 days. If you don't get water in a few days, you're bound to perish. So you got to get your house in order and start thinking about, what do I look for? You look first through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and from there you get the teachings and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, you prepare you prep your spirit before you try to jump out there head first carnally. So once you prep and you prepare, the Lord will put the hedge over you to get through these times that we're about to get. Because these, as it says in the scripture, these days are evil.
We just bought out. You want to keep going, or is that the point?
Yeah, that's about the point there. I got something for you. You got something?
No, cool.
This is Matthew 24. You can and start at 6. It says, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumor of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yeah,
it says you're gonna hear of wars and rumors of wars, man. And those things are happening in the earth, man. You all day long you're hearing about moves Russia is making, right. Different missiles, new sonic missiles and hypersonic missiles and the different moves that these different countries are making, man. Preparing for Armageddon, man. That final war that's about to come, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're hearing of those wars, and there's actual wars, little skirmishes, and different things that's happening to this very day over there in the land, man. You know what I'm saying? So those things, this prophecy is happening as we speak, which is red letters, right? So Yahweh Shai is speaking this right here, man. So it says you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and what else?
See that ye be not troubled.
See that ye be not troubled, because when you read in Isaiah the 33rd chapter in verse 6, it says knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation, man. You know what I'm saying? So us in the know that's in this knowledge, man, we ain't panicking. All these other people that's not in this thing, that don't know this truth, they starting to bug out. But when this stuff really starts popping off, they gonna be out here running around like chickens with their head cut off, man.
Right.
But he's talking to a particular people right here, those in the know. Continue.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
So these things have to happen, man. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. One prophecy has to be fulfilled before the next prophecy comes about, man. You know what I'm saying? So things have to happen, and all these things are going to have to happen, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? The Lord says in Isaiah 55:11 that his word does not come back to him void, but it shall accomplish the thing whereto that he sent it. So roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
Verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
And that's your race wars. And the nation against nation is your race wars, and kingdom against kingdom is Armageddon, man. That's when all these different nations are going to come upon each other, up against each other and fight, man. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places.
So there goes your famine, which is what, the brother started off with, man. All earthquake, what it say?
Famines and pestilence.
Pestilence. You got COVID-19, which more diseases and pestilence, those COVID is coming into the earth. The Lord is going to put worse things in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? By way of these devils, and then things that, once these people start dying, Esau's going to shut everything down. He's going to shut your water off, man. This nigga's going to close down shop. So feces and all the different things that breed disease are going to be everywhere, man. You got homeless people. The homeless this thing is rising daily, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing more homeless. As a matter of fact, when we were out in LA, a few weeks ago, there's a actual row. They call it tent row, man, because all the homeless people, man, and it's called tent row, where these people are just out homeless living in tents, man. You know what I'm saying? Which we're coming into these times where you're not going to have the normal everyday, luxuries and comfort that you now have, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to lead to these things, man. It's going to lead to more pestilence and disease. That famine is coming. Continue.
Verse 8, it says, pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
And we having those all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? We always hear about earthquakes. You know what I'm saying?
Dr. 7 just put out one with yesterday or the day before about earthquake that hit somewhere off the coast around Hawaii, and hey, they coming. Yeah. And earthquakes, you seeing those like every day now. If you just pull up and just say, did any earthquakes hit? Right. Earthquakes is hitting all over the place,
all the time, man.
This is back in Matthew 24:8. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
The beginning of all of these that we just went through is the beginning of sorrows, man. Do you not know when I think about that, I'm like, wow.
We really ain't got to do it like this. I mean, just think this.
Man, that's scary, bro.
That's right.
That's the beginning. We just mentioned wars, rumors of wars, pestilence, disease, famine, nation coming against nation, kingdom against kingdom, famines, all this stuff, and that's the beginning of sorrows, man. It's like that tells you how crazy it's going to be, man. The times we're coming into, and that's why Daniel the 12th chapter says it's going to be a time unlike any other since it was a nation, man. We've never seen what we're about to see. It's never been seen ever. And it's going to only be seen one time, because after that we're going into the kingdom, man, and it's going to be total peace and perfection on the earth, by way of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and those elect 144 righteous men, that next governing body, man, in the earth. So you want to?
Well, I just want to quickly say, like when you said all this stuff, it's the beginning of sorrow, wars, pestilence, famine. Hey. You here in America, here in Babylon the Great, a lot of people are in denial. A lot of these heathens and a lot of the 2/3 are in denial because they haven't seen it. But when you go and research, because a lot of they don't look past their block or where they work at. They don't look past that parameter, to see what's going on with the world. But when you go look at the world, what's going on in Venezuela, Greece, just pull up different places. A lot of this famine and pestilence is happening. Right. But like I say, it's like a covering cast in America. Babylon the Great is the big feast. All that is coming into this place, the darkest of continents here in Babylon the Great, the Western Wave.
Right.
Okay, and that ain't nothing but pure wickedness.
That's right. That's right. And I got one that's it on that Matthew, right?
Yeah.
I got one to follow that up. You can break it down. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 18, and it reads, "The beginning of sorrows."
There you go again.
Man.
Beginning of sorrows.
"And great mournings, the beginning of famine, and great death."
And great death. When you have famine and pestilence, what is pestilence? Diseases, things like that. What do it bring forth? Death. That's what they bring. They're fear mongering about COVID-19, saying all these deaths that are happening. But then it came back and said, oh well, if you go back and look at through like the CDC and stuff, said a lot of the diagnosis when people were dying could be from a car wreck or something like that, but they would like put COVID-19 down. Then they come back months later and say, oh, a lot of it was a mistake. But yet you still got that people in their lab, okay, they mental, they psyche, they still have that fear. So you was fear mongering. But what's gonna happen is just me personally, I think they're gonna do some more things to this COVID-19 to try to make it more deadly. You know, or they're gonna just start utilizing the flu. That's because we're finna get into the flu season and all these different type of sicknesses, and everything's possibly gonna be COVID-19. You're probably gonna see a whole hell of a lot of deaths here. So, like I say, famine, death, and with all these deaths and people losing their jobs, eventually you're gonna start seeing bodies. And what happens when bodies are not attended to over a period of time? Disease go out. Disease happening. Your water gets contaminated, things like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, what is when you go into all that, you assed out. You can't utilize water. You'll be dead in a matter of a few days. So this is happening. This is coming. It's coming to Babylon because it's already in a lot of other places.
And I just want to bring a real quick scripture because it says, "and great death." I want to bring this out real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 2, and it reads, "And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for famine to the famine, and such as are the captivity to the captivity." And that's judgments going out to you 2/3 Israelites, man. That's who the Lord is talking to, man. Now these things are going to affect the entire planet, but you know, once this devil tries to pull off what he's going to try to pull off, but this is really about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negro descent, man. You know, that's really primarily who these things are targeted. Verse 3, "And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to destroy, to devour, and to destroy." So that's going, death, great death, man. You know,
all that culminated to death. What was that? Can you read the last part?
I just read the verse 3 again. It's Jeremiah 15 and 3, "And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai."
He said he's going to point over them.
Appoint over you, man. That means set.
Yeah. He's
setting that for you, man. Yeah, come. Man, the Lord ain't playing games, man. Jake's playing, but the Lord ain't playing, man. It says, "And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy."
He's setting you up a stumbling block for death. That's what and the Most High, the one that everyone said is all love.
Man.
That is what's being set up for you.
Right.
You 2/3 and the heathens. The stumbling block. He's finna put up all 4. And what's all that leading up to? Great death.
Great death. You know, which I'm going to go back to that 2nd Ezra 16 now. Back in 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 18, "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear."
Hey, and the powers shall stand in fear. Hey, when you could, like I said, the Lord is going to put it on the mind of these at least to go ahead and set up for somebody to push the button to start the war. You know, but they're gonna be afraid. You know, they're gonna be afraid. But yet, hey, when the trumpet is blown, they gotta get up and go.
Right.
You know, and like I say, it ain't just gonna be the military. Military is just like Rome here in America. They're spread thin, and they're gonna get even thinner when war hits off. And what's gonna happen from a lot of the people that's here? A lot of these men that's roaming around. They're gonna try to ship you out.
Right.
And it ain't gonna be point like if you ain't finna go to war, we gonna put you to take you to jail. They probably put you to death. You be like, you gotta go to war. You're going to death. You're gonna be shot down right now.
Right.
You know. So,
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I just want to add, you know, another one of the main points of that the powers standing in fear is because they know what all this signifies, man. It signifies their end, man. You know,
right.
They understand that. You know, that's why it says in Revelation that the 11th chapter, you know, when it says that, you know, I'm trying to remember exactly how it's worded, but they were in great fear. You know, when they saw us stand on our feet, that breath was breathed back into us after 350 years. You know, and they stood in fear. And those that watched beheld were in fear. You know, talking about those elites, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a fearful thing, man. Us being out here with this knowledge and putting this knowledge into the earth is bringing this place down, man. You know, so that's when it says that, and the powers shall stand in fear. The bulk of that fear that's it, man, because they know what that signifies. Yahushua is about to return, and he's about to take these devils out, man, and they're going into slavery for 1,000 years. They know that, you know. So let me go back. You got something?
Bring it the Revelation 11.
Oh yeah, come on.
This is Revelation 11, and I started 10, and it says, "And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt in the earth."
And those two prophets represents the northern and southern kingdom, man. Those two kingdoms coming back together, man. You know.
Verse 11, "And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahushua entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them that saw them."
There it is, you know, after 3 days and a half, that 350-year period, you know, from roughly 1619 to 1620 to 1969, 1970. You know what I'm saying? When Abba Bivens woke up, man. You know what I'm saying? And we now have this truth right here, man.
Right.
That's that 350-year period. It says, Salaki, what's
come. It says, "And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahushua entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them that saw them."
And that spirit of life, man, you know, that's this knowledge, man, entering back into us, which it was in us. You know, the Lord just, you know, put us to sleep, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now, like Peter, like it says in Peter, what is that? 1 Peter 3:1 or 2 Peter 3:1 when it says, by way of I stir up your pure mind by way of remembrance. Con. I know it's in one of the books of Peter, like verse 1. It says, by way of remembrance, I stir up your pure mind by way of remembrance. You know, because we, and of course in Jude, I believe like the 6th verse, it says, though you once knew, or once knew this, because it's in us, man. You know, it's in the 2/3, but he just has them blocked, like it says in Isaiah the 6th chapter. You know what I'm saying? It's an angel that's blocking them. Though they see, they're not going to perceive, and though they hear, they're not going to understand. You know what I'm saying? They're being blocked. It's in them. You know, and that's what the word teach. It means to draw out, man.
That's right.
Because it's already in you, man. So these things are in us, and that spirit of life entered back into us, man. That's the Lord starting to deal with us again, man, and waking us up and giving us that pure understanding, and that great fear fell upon them that saw. You know, that's these elites, man, which is like we read in 2nd Ezra the 16th chapter. You know, and the power shall stand in fear, man.
Right.
That's the bulk of that fear, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that breath of life, like I say, when we receive that, they're gonna fear that. But just think back in the time of the garden, when that breath of life, breath of life basically helped show who the saints were, because it basically differentiated the sons of Adam were the sons of God along with the sons of men.
Right.
That he differentiated in them.
It put them above everything, man. It raised them up into that kingship, if that's a word. You know what I'm saying? Into that kingly state. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's what the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai does, man. That's why that was only given to his people, man.
That's right.
And that's why we're considered to be above all these people that are on the planet Earth, because we're that special people that he chose to himself, man. Above, it says that what, Deuteronomy 7?
Yeah.
Above all people that are on the face of the earth, man.
6.
The laws, statutes, and commandments is what makes that possible, man. You got something?
Yeah. And like you said, we're going, like you said, the law, that's for the nation of Israel.
Right.
And this is basically going into the end time and, like I say, the deliverance. This is Jeremiah 31 and 33. It says, but this shall be a covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. And like I say, this ain't, is this going on? Do we have the laws written in us now? No. Look what we're in. We're in these carnal bodies. But the Lord said at that time, and after those days, after what days? Hey, the day of the Lord is at hand. After those days, we're going to be delivered up, or basically during those days be delivered up, and we're going to come down, and we're going to have the laws within us.
Right.
So basically, we won't be going off, and that's what we're looking for.
Right.
We want to be righteous 24/7.
That's right.
Okay, not having wicked thoughts coming into our heads and things like that. That's what the men of the Lord is looking for, and we have faith that we're going to receive that. Lord willing, we're those men.
And like the priest said, that when and it breaks it. The Apostle Paul broke it down in 1 Corinthians the 15th chapter. In a twinkling of an eye, man, we're gonna be changed, man. We look to receive those glorious bodies to be like our big brother Yahushua, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, that's a beautiful thing, and we long for that, man. We want to be righteous, man.
That's right.
We're tired of these chains of darkness, man. They're weak and defiled. But going back, was that it?
No, that was it.
So I'm gonna go back to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. At the end of 2nd Ezra 16, it says, "And the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?"
Yeah. And like I said, these days are evil. What did Ezra say? Woe is me who would deliver me up in those days. When these days really hit home, you're gonna have a lot of, like I say, death, famine. You know what I'm saying? Everything is gonna be coming into the streets, and and that's basically showing that Esau, he's not gonna be had. Okay, he's being uncovered. So once you uncover something, what they're gonna do? It's gonna jump out at you, and that's what Esau gonna do. You cover and you unmask me. Okay, I'm the devil. I'm the son of perdition. As it says in 2 Thessalonians around 2 and 3. Okay, 2nd chapter 3rd verse, and it says, "Well, he's gonna say what? Okay, you're not masking me, so I'm finna go all out. I'm finna do rape, robbery, and murder, not under everybody that's being blinded and not seeing what I'm doing, but I'm finna come out and just wreak havoc. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be just like the brother posted in Nigeria. You're gonna be seeing that you're gonna be seeing that here in America.
Yep.
All this
just got gunned down right in broad daylight in the street. Just got gunned down, man.
When you unmask the devil, then the devil says, "I'm gonna do it in plain sight," and that's what Esau's getting ready to do.
And I bring this out just to add to the point. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time."
He knows it, and then you just mentioned these elite, they know what's going on. They know the scriptures,
right?
They've been doing everything in their might to try to divert from them, but yet it's just like you go through a maze and you end up in the same spot. Every time they try to do something different, they end up going through the same spot where the prophecy lie. Right. They can't get away from them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they're saying we got to go ahead and take these sons of Jacob off the face of the earth. We need to destroy them, for we can basically create our own blessing, our own prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Because he got his blessing, but he wants his blessing to continue. Okay, but he did a terrible job here.
Right.
He's destroyed everything, and he keep reigning as the power of the earth. He's going to end up destroying the whole earth. It won't be no flesh. It won't be nothing but dirt and destruction here.
And that's crazy, and that shows That shows the pride of these devils
Right.
and how bugged out they are, because they actually believe that they can actually offset the prophecies and do their own thing. When the scriptures tell you that the Lord controls everything, they're subject to the will of the Lord, man. You know, they can't go outside of what the Lord wants them to do. So everything they're doing is what the Lord has them doing, man. So they're in a trick bag, man. You know, that just goes to show how bugged out these Edomites are, man. How through they are, man. You know. But what did you have something, or you want me to go back?
Yeah, you can go back to it.
I got one more verse. Yeah, this is back in 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish.
Tribulation. Hey, and you see all these everything he's saying and explaining, pestilence, famine, tribulations. None of these are, you would think, oh, it's gonna be happy thoughts during the day of the Lord, during the time of martial law and all that.
All right.
This is nothing but destruction. And all this he's reading is woe. Lamentations and woe. That's all
Man,
you bring it out. Lamentation and woe. So when you're reading this, that's why these Christian churches are straying away our people. You know what I'm saying? They're spreading the flock because they're not giving you the answers. That's why our people are leaving these churches, because they're not getting the answers. They seeing what's happening in the world and they're like, what's going on? And the pastor always saying, just believe and you love and you can be delivered. You know, keep going. Everything will be all right in 2021. No, this is happening and it's not going to get any better. It's going to be more famine, more pestilence, more tribulation. All this.
If I can bring this out real quick just to make the point of, like you said, that's Lamentation and Woe, which is written in Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter. It's Ezekiel chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 9. And it reads, and when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And it's going into the scriptures, man, the Bible. Verse 10, here's the point. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe, man. You know what I'm saying? None of them are good.
Right. And he said it was written within and without. That's all over, just lamentation, mourning,
right.
and woe.
Right. So none of those are good, man.
None of them.
You know, that's what the Bible, you know, but you got these Christians and these people, like the priest said, you know, is on this whole love kick. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're not saying the Most High is not love. Yahweh Shem Shai is not love.
Right.
He is, man. But he loves his people, man. You know, he don't care about the nations. You can read that throughout the scripture. 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, Isaiah, the 40th chapter. He tells you that these other nations are nothing to him, less than nothing.
Yeah.
But like be unto him as spittle, man. You know, there is no love there. He loves his chosen nation. And right now in these times, he don't even love them, the whole nation. Because pursuant to Zechariah 13 and 8, 2 parts are going to be cut off and die, man. So he only loves the elect, the 1/3, that one part that's going to be bought through the fire, man. You know,
right.
that remnant written in Isaiah the 10th chapter that's going to be saved, man. You know what I'm saying? That's going to return, the remnant that's returning. You know, Lord willing, we can be a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and like you say, what is love? What is that? 1 John 3? That's our people don't know how to love. So it's just like you have a woman and she don't know how to love you. Are you gonna continue trying to pursue the love, and she just for years over and over she show you that she don't have no love towards you,
right?
Going whoring off here and there, doing different things. No, you're gonna eventually. What is the Most High? He's slow to anger. If he just constantly getting angered, and what's gonna happen? You're gonna do away with that woman. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you love her. Now, but like you say, the Most High is gonna basically put the wisdom, knowledge, understanding in our inward part. Okay, He's gonna make sure we don't go off. Okay, so when you do that, then we're gonna have that constant, unconditional love. Cause we do have love for the Most High. You know, the elect men. But like I say, we still not perfect because we're in these bodies. But like I say, we're looking for a more righteous kingdom, and we're gonna have to get out these bodies to get that righteous kingdom. But the rest of us, like you say, the 2/3 are gonna have to be destroyed and come back through the loins of the elect.
Right. So I'm gonna finish this out, 2nd Ezra 16, real quick. I'll just read it again. 2nd Ezra 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. You know what I'm saying? So
sent for scourges of amendment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's sending all these plagues and all this famine and all this lamentation, mourning, and woe. Okay, it's gonna be sent, and as I mentioned earlier, how not just here in Babylon, which is America, we're not seeing it as as on a major scale, but it's happening because, like I say, million people are not working. But like I say, in these other parts of the world, it's happening. So all of it coming to what? Coming to be sent here in America. And when it really hits here in America, you're going to have all these people here in America just relaxed, it's comfortable, and no care, no worries in the world. Only thing I'm worried about is getting to my job, and have that road rage. Other than that, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
All that is going to happen. It's going to come to naught. And the Lord it's gonna happen like a thief in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And you gotta look at what happened to COVID-19. It was like a thief in the night.
Yep.
You had people at work, I'll see y'all Monday. Ain't seen him in four or 5 months.
7 or 8.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
Yeah, for real. Because we went down to visit the brothers in L.A., man. Those brothers hadn't congregated in like 7 months, man. Until the point that we all got together. When we got there, of course, the Lord allowed an opportunity to bring everything back together, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, man, this is a beautiful thing what's going on right here, man. So they hadn't, until that point, when we had that super camp in L.A., man, those brothers hadn't been together for like 7 months, man. You know what I'm saying? So these people hadn't, that COVID-19 has... Man, it's done a number in the earth, man.
It's done.
You know what I'm saying? Which is part of that pestilence, that's spoken of that we read in Matthew, the 24th chapter, man. So you got anything?
No.
Because I got that 2nd Ezra 15 now.
Yeah, go on.
So I'll jump over to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, and I'll start at verse 14. It reads, "Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein." And of course, that woe means destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is bringing destruction into the world, man. That's why he's saying woe to the world and them that dwell therein. That's why we read in Revelation, the 12th chapter, it says, "Rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." So all the angels and spirits, you know what I'm saying? That's those spirits that he's taken off the earth, because when you're absent from the body, you're present with the Lord, man. And when you read in the book of Job, it tells you that everybody is at peace, man.
Right.
The oppressor ceases to oppress, and the oppressed is in comfort, man. He's chilling. You know what I'm saying? I didn't quote the scripture, but that's basically what it's saying, man.
Right.
It ain't no oppression there. Everybody is chilling, man. Everybody's at peace. So that's why I said that in Revelation 12th chapter. Rejoice ye in heaven. Because he about to bring pain to this planet Earth, man. Right. So I'm gonna read it again, 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to which reminds me of Isaiah the 13th chapter. You can pull that, brother. The burden of Babylon. Mm-hmm. But it says 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, man. So hey, destruction is coming. Verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, man. You know what I'm saying? And the sword represents weaponry, artillery, guns, knives, all the different forms of weapons that this devil has created, man.
That's right.
Including the thermonuclear missiles, man. For y'all that say no missiles, y'all out y'all damn minds, man. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, which we read that in Matthew the 24th chapter. Nation shall rise against nation, man. So these people gonna be. Did we bring out the one about the neighbor that you said? Oh, that's in this chapter, ain't it? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. My bad. It's coming up. So these people are gonna stand up, and you're gonna have one nation of people fighting against another nation, man, of people, man.
Yeah.
So it's gonna all be all out hell and war out here in these streets, man. In your everyday streets that right now is all peaceful, and you still got a sense of peace in the streets.
Right.
And that's finna go away, man. We coming into an ugly time in the earth, man. You want to ask something?
They show you these things in in movies. Damn, was that movie Us or it was a movie where basically at the end it showed a lot of turmoil, people running rampant, and it was like showing more of an aerial view, and people just fighting and running. You seen stores on fire, all these different things. All this is coming into play. They show you in the movies. Okay, Esau know what he's doing. He's showing you the movies to show, hey, this is what's coming.
Right.
All right.
Man. This nigga is a mastermind orchestrator of evil, man. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is a Dr. Frankenstein on crack or on a what's one of them crazy ass drugs that buck you out? Shit, some heroin or
ecstasy.
Something. But he Dr. Frankenstein on some wicked ass drug to the next power, man. This nigga is crazy, man. But reading on, this is 2nd Ezra 15 at the end of 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. So these people gonna be out here shooting each other and stabbing each other and just whatever they can find. They're gonna be, putting the next person to death, man.
Yeah, you gotta think these people some of them be hungry. Some of them, hey, they in desperation. I gotta feed my children. I gotta feed my kids.
Right.
My baby, my little baby, about the, all this is gonna happen. So they're gonna be in such dire strength that they're gonna do whatever it takes to provide for their families. Go on to fight their neighbors.
Exactly, and that includes your everyday police officers, man. It ain't gonna be no 911 to call in that day, man.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? 911 gonna be out here trying to get it like they, like they live, man.
That's right.
They got kids and families too, man. These jobs gonna go away, man. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna have a job. So guess what? What he gonna do to survive? He gonna have to do what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? So the cops, when you see them coming up, might be coming to take your shit.
Yep, you might be coming around for him. They might be ready to put a bullet in you.
Exactly. Exactly. Getting all happy. But
That's right.
2nd Ezra 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So that sedition among men you've been seeing for a while now, man. With them yellow vest protesters and the leftists against the rightists, and you just got all these people uprising against the government. You got these people they're upset about this whole COVID-19 and this vaccine thing, and they're rising up against the government about that. So you got sedition happening all throughout the planet Earth among men, man. It says, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So they're not gonna. These people are gonna start coming after each other, and they're not gonna be afraid of any law, man. The kings and princes, those who run everything. Your governments and they're the police. You know what I'm saying? The police force, all that. They're not gonna be worried about them, man. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Because they're gonna feel like, hey, y'all are wronging us. So they not gonna be trying to hear your reasoning or whatever you trying to bring. The course of their action gonna stand in their power. Right. They finna get it how they live, man. You know what I'm saying? So as a matter of fact, let me see. Let's keep going. Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. That's that martial law being implemented, man. And you're not going to be able to freely move around. Go ahead.
Yeah, they've actually basically gave you a little taste of that. Like I think in like the East Coast or some of the West Coast, some places you even here when it first started off, you had to have sometimes you had to have over a certain period of time, like over. If you're not working, you're supposed to be at home. You had to have something showing like, hey, I'm working.
Right.
It was just a soft. Martial law they gave, but this time it's going to be much strict.
Yeah, I think that was more of like a medical martial law.
Yeah,
it's more of a medical martial law, which this is going into hardcore, straight up martial law. It ain't gonna be medical.
That could be medical.
Yeah, because like the priest said, that was a soft martial law, man. But he's right. You had to have like some type of permission slip or something some type of something paperwork that you would show in case an officer pulled you up. And said you were a work. So you were an essential worker. There it is. Yeah, And but yeah, man, they had you on shutdown already, man. So don't act like we speaking something crazy here, man.
Right.
They've already done that on a small, a soft level, man.
That's right.
Which this next shutdown, this second shutdown, that was just a little test run. Now they finna do this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? They finna get it in, man. So, verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's the crazy times that we're about to come into, man. And
that damn pride is Esau's pride, but what have it rubbed off on it to the 2/3? Right. Because 2/3 are proud as hell.
Yes, sir.
That's why they're gonna have to be destroyed, because they don't give a damn. They don't want to hearken. What is it? Hosea 4 and 6. has goes into how they reject. You know what I'm saying? They reject the Most High. Our people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. So since you're rejecting the knowledge of the Most High to get this understanding and know what's coming, you know what I'm saying, to prepare yourself, you're rejecting, so the Lord is going to reject you in that day.
That's right. That's right.
And you're going to be getting stumped on by the Edomites. You're going to be getting shot by... Because you got to think, a lot of these jakes that's in the military and things like that, they're going to be shooting you jakes too. So that's all right. This is coming.
Right. And the scriptures say roughly paraphrasing, that the wickedness of the righteous has surpassed that of the wicked, man.
That's right.
So these things that is of Esau, man, Jake has taken and went to another level and another power with, man. So they actually, some of these jakes are worse than Esau, man. Our own people are the ones who want to put us to death, man.
Right.
Of course Esau does too, but they'll come up and try to do it before Esau will, man. That's how bad it's gotten. And that's what that scripture is going into. The wickedness of the righteous has surpassed it of the wicked, man. Verse 19, it says, 2 Ezra 15 and 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. This is going into that famine, man. These people going to be out there hungry, and it says that a man ain't going to have pity on his own neighbor, man. Your next door neighbor that hey, how you doing, Sue or Bob or whatever you're speaking to right now, them same people going to be looking at you like you crazy soon. And then be like wondering what the hell you got up in your crib. You know what I'm saying? That they could use. And like it says, they ain't gonna have no pity, man. They coming, they gonna be armed and strapped and ready to do some damage. You know what I'm saying? Because of that lack of bread, that famine that the priest started the lesson off with, man, because those are the times we're in, man. These prophecies are popping off the page, and these things are setting up all around these people, and the majority of them are oblivious to it, man.
Right.
They can't see it. You got something, bro?
Come on. And this kind of going, like I said, going to the day of the Lord, because that's what everything is coming into. This is Isaiah. Oh, shoot, I can start at 1. I was thinking of Isaiah 13 and 9.
Yeah, you started with
this is Isaiah.
The burden?
Yeah, come.
Yeah,
you took notes, yeah. This is Isaiah 13 and 1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice into them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
And the burden of Babylon is talking about the bad times that's coming to this place. And that banner that we're holding up is the banner of Yahushua, man. And we're out here shaking the finger at in the gates of the noble, man. The nobles, when we're out on the highways and byways out there bringing out this true gospel, man. Telling them what their fate is, man. Their downfall, their destruction. They're going into slavery for 1,000 years, and then they're going to be obliterated off the face of the earth, man, after that 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, man.
That's right.
We're out here letting them know that, man, without fear, standing in great boldness before the face of them what's that, Wisdom 5 and 1? Before the face of them, in great boldness, you know what I'm saying? We're out here, man. We're doing that. That's what it's going into. So, is that it? You got more?
Well, I wanted to jump into this one right here. This is Isaiah 11 and 33. It says, behold, the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, shall lump the bow with terror, and the high ones of stature shall be hewn down, and the naughty shall be humble.
Boy, terror, man. The missiles, boy. Hey, man. He getting them ready, man.
Yeah.
And he finna hewn down these devils, man. Boy, they finna get it.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
And you gotta, like say, they're gonna be humble. So if you ain't humble now and trying to see what's going on, then that's sure gonna humble you, especially when these missiles get ready to start preparing to go off. Men's hearts can be faint, things like that. But you gotta think it's gonna be great death before that.
Right.
People will be dying from starvation. People gonna be dying from the military, and people gonna be dying from neighbors killing neighbors. Like I said, all this is what we're getting into.
Yep. And you can see this stuff formulating and being implemented, man. You got for this election, they got they already putting the National Guard on alert. You know what I'm saying? And of course, for to implement the vaccine, they're bringing in the military. You know what I'm saying? So they're already implementing the troops, which the scripture's going to that. How this man gonna come with his troops, man.
That's
You
right.
know?
That's right. This is back in Isaiah 13 and 3. It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
Sanctified ones that's the men, and then the mighty ones is the angels, man. You know what I'm saying? And what else?
It says, and I will call my mighty ones for my anger. Even them that rejoice in my highness.
That's us, the angels, you know.
It says, the noise of the multitude in the mountains like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
And the scriptures speak of in Joel, the 3rd chapter, about the Lord gathering those nations in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat over there in the land, man. You know, you already boom. That's beautiful, bro. That's what's up, man. Hey, you got them gathering over there, and the brother already got it, boy. That's the spirit. Go ahead, bro.
This is Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come down, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. There cause the mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come down to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Valley of Yahweh Shaphat, valley of the Most High's judgment or decision, you know, and that's that gathering over in the land near the Euphrates, man. You know, as we speak, they're already over there.
They're over there.
They over there, man, gathering over there right now. So this prophecy is coming to pass right now, in the face of these people, and like I said, the majority of these people can't even see it, man. You know.
Says, for there will I sit to judge all the heathens round about.
Yep, and the Lord is about to do just that, man. He's finna judge these nations, man, for primarily putting their hands on his chosen people, the apple of his eye.
That's right.
You know?
It says, verse 13, put ye in the sickle, and the harvest is ripe. Hey, it's ripe right now.
That's right, exactly. The threshing floor, man. You know, everything is ready. You know,
63.
Yep,
It says, come, get you down, and the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. It says, multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
And the day of the Lord is going to be a dark and gloomy day, as it says in Amos, the 5th chapter, in verse 18, man. It's going to be a day of darkness and not light, man. So it's going to be a very dark day, a very ugly day, very gloomy and gruesome day, man. You know, because as the scripture says in Isaiah 13, that the Lord is going to come cruel with wrath, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's not all love like you Christians think, man.
Right.
You know? Was that it?
Yeah.
So what we doing in Isaiah 13?
We can actually keep going. This is Isaiah 13 and 5. It says, they come from a far country and from ends of heaven, even Yahweh and the weapons, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
And the weapons of his indignation, his righteous anger, are those nuclear missiles, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to come to destroy the land of America. That's that whole land, you know, right here in America. And if your boots are on the soils of this place and you're not part of the elect and 1/3, you're toast, man. That's just it. That's why we, you know, being prisoners of hope, we hope to be a part of that chosen number, man.
That's right.
You know, we're prisoners of hope, man. We don't even know if we're going to make it, you know. But I know we got a better chance than the majority of these people out here, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Verse 6 says, howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. All right, and like you say, when you say howl ye, that means you're gonna have people wailing. People, you know what I'm saying? Well, we can get. I think this chapter was Hearts to Faint. I want to get to that. Yeah, it's coming up next. Verse 7. It says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And why is that? Because the thing, you're gonna see something that's never been seen before.
Right.
You know, you're gonna see a deliverance a preparation to bring forth an everlasting kingdom, which is the kingdom of heaven. So this is going to be something that's going to be seen and performed in the greatest of magnitude. All right. It says, verse 8, it says, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one to another. Their faces shall be as flames. It says, the day of Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
So all you 2/3, man, you know, of course we know the other nations, they're considered sinners. They're outside of the temple, man. You know what I'm saying? But 2/3 of you Jakes, man, you're the sinners that he's talking about destroying out of it right here, man. Right. You so-called Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Negroes, you know what I'm saying, of Negro descent. You're the ones he's gonna come with. He's about to come very cruel with wrath, that indignation to destroy the sinners, man.
Right.
Because right now you have attached yourself to Esau, his setup, his society, his will, his way. You know what I'm saying? And nah, that's not what that is, man. This thing is about what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai wants, not what Esau wants.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, you know, the Lord gonna make that point, man. You know? And you got anything else?
You know what, let me jump to 11 and then that'd be it right there. It's back in Isaiah 13:11 it says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Can you read that from the top again?
Come on. It says, verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil.
He said, I will punish the world. But this proves that world ain't talking about the earth, man. Because it says the world for their evil.
Yes.
That's that world, that cosmos.
Cosmos. Mm-hmm.
The people of the Lord, man, because when you read in Hebrews the 1st chapter, it tells you that he made the worlds. He created the worlds. Plural. There's 18 worlds. Each nation represents a world, man. Mm-hmm. You know, so this world he's talking about, he's going to punish for their what, iniquity?
Yeah, for their evil.
For their evils, because 2/3 of our people is evil, man. You know, like I just said, quoted, the wickedness of the righteous has surpassed that of the wicked, man. Mm-hmm. You know, so 2/3 of the nation of Israel is pure evil right now, man. So he's gonna punish the world for their wickedness, and what?
And the wicked for their iniquity.
And Esau, there you go, and the wicked for their iniquity. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he's about to come down, basically on all these people, because they're all in some form or fashion, you know, caught up in that, man. You know, all nations, including 2/3 of Israel, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he's about to come down on this place, man.
And it says, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
Mm-hmm. The arrogancy of the proud, man. You know, and again, right now, 2/3 of Israel is part of that proud, man. Right. Of course, we know the proud man on the planet is Esau, man. You know, ooh, darky, this nigga knows that this is what it is. Yeah. This is set up. This belongs to him, you know, but he's a very proud man, you know, and what's his name? Donald J. Trump is the epitome of that pride, man.
That's right.
You know, making America great again. That's a proud statement, man. You know, so there's some very proud people. And he said he's going to bring that down.
Mm-hmm. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
And he's going to lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, man. You know, Esau is finished, man. The Lord is talking about completely annihilating this devil, right, man. You know what I'm saying? So what this dude has to look forward to is a destruction, slavery, obliteration, man. That's it. Nothing good, man. So it's terrible to be an Edomite.
He deserves it.
He deserves it. This nigga's the worst thing. He's a cancer in the earth, and he's been the worst thing that the planet Earth has experienced, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, and it's time for him to go, man, you know, at the end of the day. But yeah, bad things are coming, man. You know, famine is coming, pestilence is coming, disease is coming. You know, they're already here, but everything is about to escalate and go to another level, man. Right. So, you got anything you want to add? So, hey, with that, that's, you know, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect. With that, giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayah, Shalom.
Shalom.